What's up, Broncos country? Look who's back! The Mile High Viking is finally not actually at a game this season. So I'm here today to lead you in the Get Bucked Game Day show. Today, the Denver Broncos take on the Super Bowl champ, Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. Can they get it done? They threw a beatdown on the Cincinnati Bengals last week. Can they ride that wave into yet another victory and an upset over a contender? This is the Get Bucked Game Day show, guys. Let's freaking go!
Together, let's shake the air. Get bucked. Here comes the thunder. Feel that quake in Broncos country. We're never afraid to take it. The rivals gonna crumble in the spotlight's glare. Get bucked. All together, let's shake the air.
Inside the 15, inside the 10, the 5, touchdown, Denver!
What's up, Broncos country? How you doing, Orange and Blue crew? Welcome to the Philadelphia Eagles Game Day version of Get Bucked Game Day show right here on the Orange and Blue Network. I'm Johnny Baki, the Mile High Viking, and I have been gone for 4 weeks because I have been in every single game so far this season. However, I'm here today to actually hang out with you guys. I'm joined, of course, by my cousin, my good best friend, Jay, the Dream Weaver, and one of my best friends in the world, the guy who I converted to Denver Bronco fandom back in 2015, the Super Bowl run, who is now a die-hard super fan, the Bronco grunt, Michael Yost. What's up, guys? How are you today?
What's up, dude?
Oh, feeling it on a, early game East Coast against the defending champions. Can't get better than this, man. Super excited.
On a short week, too. On a short week,
yeah. I guess that's technically true.
Yeah. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's game day, baby. It's game day. I'm so pumped. I've missed you guys. I've missed you, Orange and Blue crew. You know, I've had a lot of fun being at, the first 4 games, traveling all over the place, leaving my kids behind for for a day or two so that I can go, follow my team. But, it's good to be home for a little while, settling my butt into my recliner, which is very, very comfortable. And I'm pumped to talk Broncos today, guys. So, first and foremost, as always, we got to get a little bit of the housekeeping out of the way. So, guys, if this is your first time watching or you have not done so already, please make sure that you like, subscribe, share, and comment on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, especially on YouTube, because right now we are doing a giveaway. We are less than 60 subscribers away from 539 subscribers. And when we reach that, one subscriber is getting a Bo Nix jersey. Authentic Bo Nix jersey from the Orange and Blue Network. So make sure that you like, subscribe, share, and comment. Hey, right there, I put it up on the screen for you. There is a QR code. Leads right to the YouTube. Click it or scan it. Get there. Do it. Share it. Let everybody know. We also have to show the love to the sponsor of today's show, and that is Dubby Jitterless Energy Blend. You can find the link in the bio below. Dubby is amazing stuff, all right? It comes in a multitude of delicious flavors. So many good, even one that mixed with milk that tastes like s'mores, all right? It is such good stuff. Gives you the kick in the pants you need to start your day and get through your day because it has 2 cups of coffee worth of caffeine in every single drink. But you don't get the jitters or the crash later because Dubby is special. Dubby has no – it went down. There we go. Dubby has no sugar. It has no calories. It has no maltodextrin or fillers or artificial colors. It is all natural with nothing but amino acids, B vitamins, and nootropics that keep you sharp throughout your day. And the caffeine comes directly from the coffee fruit. So make sure that you jump on over there, get yourself the dub by also punching in code OBN10. That's OBN10 will get you 10% off your order at checkout. Trust me, guys, you will thank me later. All right, guys, it's time, baby. It's time, guys. That's I like this. I think we're gonna stick with this. This is a good look right here.
Oh yeah. I like the J's in the middle. I feel like I should be next to you, but you know what? That's fine. He's your cousin.
Okay.
I'll pop over.
Hey, get out of the way. All right.
Since Yost is gonna be a little girl about it, here we go.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
That's okay.
Anyway, all right, guys. It's game day in the Mile High City. Well, in the city of brotherly love, but we are the Mile High City, so it's game day in the Mile High City. Guys, the Denver Broncos laid an absolute beatdown on Monday Night Football on the Cincinnati Bengals. What are your thoughts on that? Because I want to know, like, before we get into today's game, I want to know, was it just because Joe Burrow wasn't there? What or have the Broncos actually started to find their rhythm, in your opinion?
I mean, I'll say I think it was a mixture of both. I think they definitely were starting to find our groove in some areas. Definitely in our run game. I mean, Dopkins had a heck of a game for us last week, but I mean, I do think that the Bengals not having Burrow out there to just sling the ball was definitely very much in our favor, and unfortunately we're not going to have that kind of luck today. And today's game, like, we're going up against a really good, well-oiled machine with the Eagles. But last week with Bengals with Burrow being out, and their defense just isn't at all compared to anybody else.
It just isn't.
Let's be honest. Like, the Bengals defense has been terrible. For like the last 2 seasons. So, I mean, I think that's really what played into it. What do you think, Jay?
No, I mean, I think these couldn't be polar opposites games more. We played a defeated Bengal team that was distraught on their sidelines, obviously didn't care. There wasn't a whole lot of effort towards the second half of that game, and it showed. I think it was Troy Aikman that said on the broadcast, like, this was a pathetic effort out of Cincinnati in this game. So we looked good, and as we should have. But we're going into this game against the champs that, they're feeling themselves. They're undefeated. The vibes couldn't be higher in Philly for them. So this is the true litmus test as we, talk about in the offseason of, like, what games are the true benchmarks to where this team is. And this is it, man. This is the grand stage of, how are we against the best teams in the league? And in the Sean Payton era thus far, we haven't been that successful against the top tier teams in the league. So I'm real interested to see how far we've progressed. Today's report card. What do you think, Jeremy?
I think it was I agree with Michael, and I think it was a little bit of both there. But, at the same time, I think we have the tools. I think we have the tools to get the job done. We do have the number one defense in the NFL. You cannot deny that, right? I mean, and they have a phenomenal offense. Yeah. But if there is a team, I think, that could stop the tush push and all these other things that make them the formidable offensive powerhouse that they are, it's this defense. And so, like, when it comes to, like, the win against the Bengals, I do agree with you, Michael. I think it was both. I think that Joe Burrow not being there absolutely definitely affected them. But getting to be there in the stadium, I don't know. It just kind of felt like the Broncos were finding it, really truly finding it. Bo's passes were much more on point again. His footwork was better. I went back and watched because I was up in the 500s, so I couldn't see everything very well from up there. So, of course, when I got home, I pulled up the All-22, and I'm sitting there watching all the film, and Bo was planting better. His footwork was better. His accuracy was more on point. I just feel like we're getting back to who we were last season. And and more so with a Dobbins run game that is starting to really wake up. And an RJ Harvey game that's starting to wake up. Cortland Sutton was an absolute animal. And Mims, I mean, come on. We finally executed a perfect jet sweep touchdown. I'm just saying, guys, I feel like it's starting to click too. So, I think we have the tools. Okay, all right. I'm going to hit these comments up real quick, guys. We got Joe Medlock in here. Early Broncos Sunday for that Philly beatdown. Mike Dub says, great show. You guys are awesome. Love you, Mike.
Hey.
We love you, Mike. Dave says, JM's so beat up this week. I'm guessing he's talking about fantasy football.
Yeah, dude, my fantasy football is rough. Got Torrey Horton starting, if that is the state of the union for you.
I'm doing all right. Our league is the one I'm cooking in right now. So.
Brutal.
Well, I'm like 2-2 right now, and I'm taking on Nick Manning this week. So we'll see how it goes.
2-2 going up against Jacob Glassman, and right now I'm up on him. So
yeah, there you go. Then D-Rock, sup, bro? What's up,
D-Rock?
D-Rock?
What up, D-Rock?
That's our boy right there.
Long time.
There on his lap. Love Blue. And then Dave gives us some constructive criticism. He says, not that y'all care about my opinion, which we do. I hate the font. Love y'all. Okay, he hates the font. Well, you know what? Fine. I will mix it up a bit.
Just for Dave. Dave, just for you.
How about that one? I like that one.
I like that one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There we go. All right, there you go, Dave. That was just for you. Shy Vargas in the house, the host of the segment that we will be running before the end of the show. Get Shyped says, hey, what's up, Shy? We love you, buddy. Blitz be repping in the house. Broncos country. It's Sunday. Let's effing go, Broncos. Love it. All right, guys. So let's talk some more football. All right. So Broncos on the road, East Coast, Philadelphia Eagles, reigning Super Bowl champions. What do the Broncos absolutely have to accomplish today in order to win this game?
There's gonna hate.
I mean, Jay, you want to start this? You want me to?
You go for it, man.
All right. So I've got the ESPN stats pulled up here right now for the Eagles coming into this game. And honestly, I think the biggest thing that we have to get to, and from what I'm seeing, is we've got to get to Jalen. We've got to put pressure on Jalen Hurts on both his rush game and his passing game. Or to get him out of the pocket, and put him down. Because right now, so in rushing, he's got his average rush is 1.5 yards over Saquon Barkley. Like, I don't know if you guys have been kind of paying attention over the last couple Eagle games. You know, yeah. I've been watching just about everything, but especially coming to the red zone, it's been Jalen Hurts running out of the pocket, scrambling to get into the end zone. So keeping pressure on him and making sure that he can't scramble and get those rush yards is, I think, going to be one of the biggest things. That, and I just need, Johnny brought up the tush push earlier. I just need Bonita to drop his shoulder and absolutely crack Jalen Hurts trying to come around with the tush push. That's what I
don't want them to gain another yard.
Right, that's what I think.
4th and 1, there it is. I don't want them to gain another yard.
Like I need
like that soundbite on our soundboard is there strictly for the Eagles. You know what I mean?
I just, that's what I need. I need Nick to just come through there, drop his shoulder, and crack Jalen Hurts in the next week, and be like, "No, you're not going to do that to us."
Oh my God!
I love it. Jay, what about you? What do you think are the absolute keys to Broncos' victory today?
So I'm flipping to the other side of the ball because I think it is a given our defense. I don't care what offense it is. And it's not like Philadelphia's offense is like that dynamic. Like they're pretty, you know what they're going to do. It's that, can you stop what they're going to do? But I'm going to the other side of the ball. A nice little reunion against our old friend Vic Fangio and the famous zone defense that he will employ against Bo Nix. Bo Nix has faced zone coverage the most in the NFL year to date. Bo Nix does very well in man coverage, but he doesn't do as well in a zone scheme. And that's what Vic Fangio's specialty is. We have to be able to move the ball on offense. And Bo Nix has got to be able to slow down and pick apart a zone scheme. There are spots to pick. It is that you got to pick your spots and not rush things and not succumb to pressure and succumb to some of the, different looks that Vic Fangio will give you, because he will bait you into some things. And he sung the praises of Bo Nix this week in press conferences, saying that we got our quarterback. But this is the game for Bo to show that he is the guy, and he can, transition to a defense against him that he doesn't necessarily have tons of success with. So that Vic Fangio zone versus Bo Nix is going to be the matchup of the game to me.
Yeah!
I love it, bud. I love it. No, I agree with you guys. There's a few things I want to point out. I want to bring in, okay? First of all, a good point brought up here by Blitz Be Reppin'. Eagles O-line is banged up. So this is the perfect – now, to your point, Jay, the Denver Broncos defense is the number one pass rushing defense in the NFL.
Yeah,
15 sacks in 4 games. Holy crap. Nick Bonito with 5, Jonathan Cooper with 2.5. Dude, we are slaying it in terms of pass rush, okay? Yeah. So with that, take advantage of that O-line, put Hurts in the dirt, as Blitz says right there. In addition, the run game. The run game got to keep on running, okay? J.K. Dobbins has 332 rushing yards on the season, putting him at 5th, by the way, if you didn't know that. 5th in the NFL for rushers. Did you know that?
And that's splitting carries. That's not lion's share of the carries. That's nutso.
That's wild for us. And that's wild for us because our Sean Payton's got to run the ball on his call sheet because he won't. So you know what?
Maybe I should have worn my run the damn ball hat today, but I didn't. But the point is,
you don't have to anymore. He's doing it.
I know, but he's got to keep doing it. That's one thing that Sean Payton does do sometimes is he tries to reinvent the wheel and step away from what's working. Yeah. All right? JK is a dog. All right? And by the way, have you guys seen the interviews with J.K. Dobbins about the Broncos last week? He loves the Broncos. I went back. I searched for interviews about his opinions on the Chargers and on the Ravens when he was on them. He never gave interviews to about the fan base, about the team, the way he's giving it about the Broncos. He never did. He is in love. I guarantee that dude wants to be here forever if he can.
Well, Johnny, you can't have an opinion on the Charger fan base if there is none. So that's kind of easy.
That's true, Jay. That's true. You got the point, but the point I am getting to is we got to keep that bone rolling on the ground, and then that way we can continue to set up the play action, and Bo can continue to eat in the air. And they have a phenomenal secondary. So this is to your point, Jay, about zone defense, that secondary in zone defense, they are formidable. We have to really, do our very best to. It's
the battle of the Iowa white cornerbacks. Cooper DeJean versus Riley Moss. Gotta love it.
Former teammates.
They are. Yep.
It's the white corner. Did you know that this is the first time that we have seen 2 white starting corners in the same game this century?
Really?
Yeah. First time since Y2K that there have been 2 white starting corner or a white starting corner on both teams.
I feel like that's a stat right out of ESPN The Ocho.
I don't remember where I saw it, but I looked it up and it's accurate. So,
terrific.
It's kind of wild. We can get it done. I think we can get it done. It's not going to be easy, and anybody who thinks that it is absolutely, delusional. In fact, but I do think that we have the tools, and as long as we can stay out of our own way and cut down on the damn penalties, for the love of God.
So specifically in the matchup versus the zone, really what I want to see is I want to start seeing some larger involvement from Evan Ingram. He is the kind of player in the middle that can sit in a zone and has the smarts because of his veteran status to be able to sniff out what zone is coming and kind of figure out where that, fold is in the zone. I want to see an Evan Ingram. That's kind of my MO for this game. Key to success.
We have paid him way too damn much for the little amount of production. A little bit, but we weren't seeing him open up the field. We were seeing dink and dunk passes to him.
Yeah. We just haven't given him opportunity, and I want to see him highlighted. I want like a 10-target game out of Evan Ingram. Like I want volume from him because I think that's where this defense could be susceptible. In the flat, in the middle type of thing. So it's not going to be a long ball Cortland Sutton game. It's just not. Troy Franklin not going deep. Like, it's just not going to be that type of offensive, scheme.
I would say you might see like 3 or 4 deep pass attempts.
Just to keep them honest.
But
sure.
It's definitely not going to be what we saw against the Bengals. That's for
yeah,
sure.
This
definitely not.
This is definitely going to be a short. This is definitely going to be a short route kind of game.
Yeah, yep. Short crossers, stick routes, things like that. Yeah.
I honestly think Troy Franklin is probably going to be the top receiver of this game in targets. I think
really.
I think so. I think just because I think they're gonna try to button down Cortland in this game. I think Cooper DeJean's going to be all over him. I think that it's going to be another Troy Franklin and Mims Jr.
But again, remember they don't play that much man coverage. They play a lot of zone. Yeah. So you're not going to see Cooper DeJean just draped on Cortland Sutton either. That as much as you think because it's a zone defense. So that is something to consider.
For sure, but I still think just come out of this game. I think Troy Franklin is probably going to be the number 1 receiver.
Sure. Let's hit some more comments real quick. Dave still did not like the font, so I changed it yet again. This time to like an Army style for you, Michael. For you and me, an Army style. What do you call it? The stencil font. So there we go. Yeah. Shy says, "Let's go beat them Eagles, baby." You got it, buddy.
Let's go, Shy.
Blitz agrees. Feed Dobbins, and we win this football game. So there's that.
I don't disagree with that.
EV Vinyls, a new name to us. So here's to you. Welcome to the Orange and Blue Crew, EV.
He is part of the Crew Talk Sports.
Right. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yep.
But anyway,
love those guys.
He gave us a repost, so we appreciate that much. Blitz coming in saying, we already read that one. Sorry. Dave says, ready for a field goal party? Both red zone defenses are great. Absolutely. Probably the 2 best red zone defenses in the league. 1-on-1. Here we go. Blitz says, I think Sean Payton has a lot on his plate week to week, and I think should release play call duties to relieve some of the other duties he has. He won't because his ego.
I've said that for years. I've said this for years. Jay has always been like, it's not going to happen. I'm like, I don't care. It needs to be said.
That will never, ever happen.
I just want an offensive coordinator, not because I don't trust Sean Payton. It's because I want Sean Payton to see the whole game and not be so fixated on what's happening because I think he gets in his own way when that happens. I know it's never going to happen, but
it's never going to happen.
Ever.
He could delegate some other duties and tasks throughout the week to other people to take that off of his plate, but he will never, ever, ever, ever relinquish offensive play calling. Never.
100%.
No, he would sooner cheese grate his scrotum before he would do that.
Oh, yeah, no, he's that. He will never do it. Like I said, it's something that Yeah, I don't know how many times I've been in the comments when before I started coming on the show where just me and Jay, this is what it needs. And Jay's like, it's not happening, dude. I'm like,
Ever.
You know what, Michael? I think we just need to make you. I just think we need to make you a full-time host on the network. Okay, we're just gonna do it. All right.
sounds good to me, brother.
I feel like we built to that for the last. We built up to that over the last 10 years. So anyway, we got Dave coming in. Are we talking betting yet? No, buddy. That's a little while. We will though.
And I've got some nuggets here that make no sense out of Vegas. Some easy wins for us here today, boys.
Speaking of nuggets, Jay, we're only a couple weeks away, buddy.
Last night, first preseason game of the year, we lost by double digits to Minnesota without Ant. It was embarrassing, but all the new players looked fantastic. Valanciunas, oh my God, he's already got my heart. We'll have a whole segment, I'm sure, at some point here, but I've got a lot of gushing to do.
You know it, cuz.
Oh my God.
All right, and then we got but we will get to that. But you said Nuggets, and you shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake on your part.
That was a triggering word.
What were you thinking? Anyway. All right. Let's say Blitz. I can't wait for week 7 when Big Play Dre comes back to this defense. I'm right there with you, bud. We're gonna be there, Jay.
Yeah. Man, this would be such a big game for Greenlaw, though. I wish we had him today, but man, it is going to be an Alex Singleton game. His perfect skill set is set up for this game. This is the perfect game for Alex Singleton. I want to see 15 tackles out of him today. He better lead our team in tackles.
Probably will, and Brandon Jones will eat in this game too.
I would think, or Hufanga.
Well,
I want a Hufanga. I want a Hufanga interception today.
Whoever comes down in the box, because someone will be playing one high. I would think this game. It's not going to be a too high game.
You might see a couple of too high looks, but it won't be often. It won't be often.
Yeah.
All right.
Goddard, I just got a notification. Goddard's going to be in as well. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they get Goddard going, then we got to get Ingram going.
Yep.
100%. 100%.
Dave says we need some deep balls. Balls. I'm sorry. I'm immature. Says for our best chance to get in the end zone. Absolutely. But I don't think it's going to be as easy. We're not going to see as many as we would hope, just because of the type of game this is. He does admit that he does agree this font is much easier to read. Well, it was just for you, Dave.
Third time's the charm.
Yep. All right.
We'll figure it out.
Don Diaz, a 6'10" Mexican, the host of Broncos Talk, right here on the Orange and Blue Network, says, "Salutations! Let's go Broncos!" D-Rock says, "How about them Dodgers?" I don't want to talk about
it.
Barf. Dave says to Jay, "My son says he will bet any amount of money that Singleton won't get 15 tackles."
I don't think he will either, but I will hope, because I swear to God, if we have a secondary, even Brandon Jones, I don't want to see Brandon Jones lead in tackles. I want a middle linebacker because it's levels. I don't want third level penetration out of this run game for Philadelphia. We're going to lose this game.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
It's got to stop at that second level. Has to.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And I think we're going to see some dudes show up in ways that they haven't earlier in the season so far, or more so than they have earlier in the season. Does that seem fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the other thing that, and the other thing is that I really need is I just need Bo to not throw an interception. I really need Bo to not just take his time, find his man, and not throw an interception.
I want him to be conservative. This is the kind of game to play conservative if I'm Bo, because Vic Fangio, we know this. We've seen this. Vic Fangio knows how to scheme against quote-unquote inexperienced quarterbacks. And, man, I'm a little trepidatious if we're going to go ultra-aggressive like we did against the Bengals in this game. It's not the same thing. Like,
No, it is not. It's definitely not. And that's really what worries me.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll see. I think honestly, we'll see probably a slow start out of our offense in this one. Not that that's what we want. We want to be hitting, punch them in the mouth right out the gate, but I think it'll be a slow start. It'll take them a little bit to get, to really get the wheels rolling. So it'll be up to our defense early on to stem the tide, so to speak, until the offense can start, firing on all cylinders. But I think they can get it done. It's just a matter of putting it all together. And we've had 4 weeks. And how long did it take us last season with a new scheme, new quarterback? I know that he's not a new quarterback to us now, but new scheme. How long did it take for us to really start firing on all cylinders?
Weeks.
4 weeks. And what did we do in week 4? Beat down. I'm just saying.
Tampa.
I'm looking at this like it's on the timeline that it should be right now.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why they say the first four weeks of the NFL season is basically still a pseudo preseason because of, CBA and like what off season for NFL teams really is now. That's why we have so many injuries. That's why fantasy football sucks right now.
Fantasy is rough for some people.
Knock on wood. Not a single. No, I do not. I started this season with not the greatest roster. I'm going to be honest. I really did. I couldn't help it. Jay screwed me up when he pulled a quarterback in round 2. Anyway, but I did start out with not the best roster already. But knocking on wood, I have had no injuries to any of my players on my fantasy team this season. So
injuries are the great equalizer.
I've been
indeed.
in 4 leagues. I've been getting the crap kicked out of me in injuries.
Yeah. Blitz says our O-line should be successful, though. Eagles only have 5 sacks on the season, so we need to take advantage of that. That's a great point. 5 sacks on the season for them, and Bo is one of the greatest escape artists in the game.
Yep.
So that's definitely
what I really need for our defense is, and I think you guys can agree with me, because in the preseason, on the show, you guys, especially on the Nothing Wrong with Orange and Blue podcast show that's on every Tuesday, you guys were talking about like, oh, okay, let's look at our season schedule, right? And we're looking at like Tennessee, that's a win. Indiana, that's a win. Los Angeles, like Chargers, we're beating those. Like this is so. We have lost the 2 games that we've lost this season have come down to the last minute field goals. I need our defense, even if we're up by 3 or 21, I need our defense to not get complacent and let these teams charge down the field and you get in the range.
Absolutely.
Not wrong.
I think that is also the biggest thing is, and I'm telling you right now, if we get in that situation and we let the Eagles march down the field, I promise you we will lose this game. I don't care if we're controlling the game for the first 3 quarters. All right, if in the 4th quarter our defense has done what it has been doing, which is, hey, we can let off the gas, like we're in the lead, like it's whatever.
I don't think it's so much that they let out the gas. I think it's that they get gassed.
Yeah, it's when you're playing margin of bend don't break football the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, you're setting yourself up for failure if you're going to ride those margins. You need to have some buffer, and that's where the offense comes in. That's an offensive problem. That's not necessarily a defensive problem. The defense is all good, man. Like we should have winning football based upon the performance of our defense thus far. It's our offense that needs to step up, and that's why I focused on that side of the ball for this game because, man, if we can put up 24 points, it's a dub. We just need to hit that mark.
Yeah. You're absolutely right there. We got Dave saying we got to shut down Barkley. If there's a defense that can do it, it's this one. So let's let this defense eat, fill those gaps.
And I'll be honest with you. I mean, Barkley and Barkley isn't having the same season he had last year. Like,
no, he's not.
He is not having the same season. Like I said, every time he's been down in the red zone, I have seen it, and I'm like, all right, Saquon's probably about to get the ball and get the coach on. You know who it is? It's Jalen. Jalen's
Yeah.
number one is getting to the edge, and he's going to the end zone. That's why I said my main focus is keeping Jalen locked down.
They overthought. They're overthinking their offense this year, in my opinion. Thus far that I've seen for Philadelphia. Yeah, I mean it is. It's very similar. Last year they got the brand new toy of Barkley, and they just ground and pounded him all through the entire year, and that's why they had success. But this year they're like, oh well, let's do a little, some different things. Let's jazz it up a little bit, and it's not the same result, obviously. And that's why they're calling for this as the game where, like, we need to get back to ground and pound. We'll see if they do it. We'll see if they're disciplined enough to, like, stick to their guns. Because that's, from their perspective, that's how they think they'll win this game, is just Saquon Barkley it up.
And, that's definitely, that's not going to work out for them.
Yeah, this is not the team that they're going to be able to do that against. Not the way that they have been. So, I mean, I don't know, guys. There's so much to be said about what we're waiting on here. We'll get last few comments, and we'll start doing some segments because we are less than 20 minutes from kickoff. Let me see. Blitz saying we are the best 2-2 team in the NFL. Yes, we really are. So yeah, there's that. Let me look here. We've got Dave Glassman. Last second, we have never trailed in any game. It's true.
That is
Pretty much, yeah.
Or I guess it's in the fourth. Yeah, he's right. It's in the
Correct,
fourth.
in the fourth. Yeah.
We've never trailed in the fourth. And then we just, the two we've lost, like you said, Michael, came down to last second. So Blitz be repping. I think we can all agree that the Chargers game was a little fishy from the refs. I'm not sure we legit lost that game. Not just that one, but the Colts game too.
I was going to say the Colts game is the one I would say, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, you and I were together at the Colts game, and then I was at the LA game the next week, and both of them there were some really suspicious calls and suspicious non-calls made.
Sure.
Against the Broncos and for our opponents.
But again, hey, if the offense averaged an extra touchdown of that game, we don't have to rely on margins so small to have victory. We don't need to come down to the last 5 minutes of, like, do or die. That's my point, is, like, the offense needs to come alive and give our defense a little breathing room. They deserve it.
Oh, yeah.
They absolutely deserve it.
They absolutely deserve it, like I said.
As we continue to roll and get closer and closer to kickoff, it is time for us to jump into some segments. And I'm going to tell you, man, all this Broncos talk, all of this, I have been hyped, and I am now very, very hungry. Are you guys hungry?
I am very hungry.
I'm going to tell you, man, I could eat. So I think it's a good time to jump into the Mile High menu, baby.
I know, we kick it like no one else. We kick it like no one else. Listen out, there ain't nothing like this. I know, we kick it like no one else. We kick it like no one else. Listen out, there ain't nothing like this.
Woo! All right, guys, I'm starving. So it's time for the
go.
Mile High menu. We're just going to talk about what to eat on game day, baby. What's your game day food today? Michael, you're our guest tonight, or this morning. You're our guest this morning, so what are you eating for the game?
What am I eating? Well, Johnny, I'm glad you asked. So, right after I get off this, I am headed into the kitchen, and I am got the fryer already warming up. And so I'm going to start off, we're going to drop some mozzarella sticks in the fryer, right? Get a little appetizer, all right? And then I'm going with the old reliable that you taught me, right? I'm making wings, onion rings, and homemade French fries, baby. Like, that's what we're doing. And for the kids, we're having some popcorn chicken.
So you're just clogging the arteries today, like that.
Oh,
the whole
absolutely.
goal of the day is just die of a heart attack before the end of the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Is that PT conducive food there, Sarge?
Hey, listen, I'm going to do legs like right after the the post game day show. So I'm working it. I'm working it in. All right, we're just getting that protein. All right.
I'm just asking as the fat form, the fat veteran. who's talking to the guy who's still an active duty sergeant. So,
listen, we're over here. We're making money moves. All right, we're on the lose weight train. But you got to be able to treat yourself, and you got to be able, have those good things in life, because now you're gonna crash out, burn out. So
Treat yourself.
that's
yeah, I tell you, treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
don't say it. All right. I'm going to throw all the fried deliciousness of the day. Jay, what's about you, cuz? What you eating today?
Before I get into mine, shout out JT of the Mile High Symposium. He is in Maine, and he is chowing down on some chowder and some lobster rolls. So I'm super jealous.
You said chowder right. You said chowder right. You didn't say lobster right.
Lobster.
It's lobster.
Lobster. He's probably eating that while he's smart pocking.
JT, brother, love you, man.
But yeah, shout out JT. But for me, line from Omaha, I personally am having myself some chicken tenders. Just pretty chill, lax. I do not have my children today, but I am going to pass on the dino nuggets, and I'm going to have just regular chicken tenders, have an adult chicken version. So good for me.
Dino Nuggies is definitely the move. The Dino.
I mean,
just because
I live that life.
You said it, Jay.
I live that life.
Omaha. All right, I love it. Hey, chicken tendies, you can never go wrong. What are you dipping in?
So I do a little mix of a regular barbecue, sweet baby Ray's, and then I do a little sriracha / Tabasco mixture. So a little spice.
I'm just messing. You're such a hipster, cuz.
Absolutely.
I love it. All right, before we get to mine, I'm going to toss in a couple more here. Dave Glassman says our defense is designed to play from ahead. Ty Walden, a Broncos fan in Philly.
Dude, come please.
Ty, way to rep the orange and blue in enemy territory, buddy. Appreciate you
Brave
much.
fan in Philly right there.
Dave says he's eating homemade peach cobbler.
Oh, dang.
With a Colorado beer. Happy
dang.
birthday, Jacob Glassman turns 21 tomorrow. Happy birthday, Jacob.
There you go, Jacob.
Hey.
All right.
There you go, Jacob. Be responsible. Don't end up in the hospital.
But have fun. Damn it.
Absolutely.
First birthday, have a blast. Michael, Yost and Jay have both seen me have way too much fun before.
Oh, yeah.
We all have. I will never forget the Super Bowl
50. My wife came this close to divorcing me that night.
Yeah,
because of my inebriation.
We were all blacked out.
Dude, I destroyed the front of the dishwasher with my face, and then I fell through the plate glass window of our back door. I was so drunk at the end after Super Bowl 50. What a bad night that was for me. I'm not proud of that. Anyway, D-Rock, I'm making a fish sandwich with waffle fries, and I'm bringing back a fan fave, the Race Relations drink.
Oh, wow.
Dark and light and clear liquor all in one, baby. I love it.
Here we go.
Hope we see you for postgame, D-Rock. Godspeed.
Rob Myrick says we having chicken strips and nachos with hot honey ranch.
Oh, there you go.
Jesse Yost, I don't know who that is, says the Bronco grunt is hot.
Thank you.
You know
Oh,
what?
wow.
You know what?
You getting fan mail?
I feel sad that Jesse doesn't think I'm hot. I mean, she lived with me for like 3 months.
And
my
for
heart.
everyone that doesn't know, that is my wife. That is my amazing wife. Thank you for watching, baby.
Who lived on my couch for like 3 months.
I was deployed.
Yep.
Times, good times.
I miss you, Jesse. I love you. Let's see. Shy is having a burrito.
Burrito. We talking steak burrito, chicken burrito. What we got? I'm intrigued.
Rob says my son Nathan just turned 16. Happy birthday, son. Love you, buddy.
Hey,
And, so I'm gonna go.
Happy birthday.
I'm gonna go ahead and get mine out of the way so we can keep on rolling, guys. Boom. I've had it in the slow cooker for about 5 hours now. It'll be done by about the second quarter. I'm making homemade chicken pot pie stew.
Oh, wow.
all the fixings from the inside of a chicken pot pie, slightly more stew-like, not quite so thick. And then, bake up some biscuits and just, rip the biscuits and dip them in there and eat them. Oh my God, it is so good. But you eat it like a soup. It is so good. I love it. I found the recipe and I started making it and decided that's my game day food for today. So that does it for the Mile High menu. So now we got to roll it on because we are running out of time. We got to roll it on right to Jay's specialty. You want to bet?
I'ma run it every time. Give me mine. Going up, need no decline. Money line. I'ma run it.
All right, Jay, give us the deets so that we can get our bets out of the way and hit Get Shyped before the end of the show.
Okay, so Vegas is not in the business of losing money, and very rarely will I call them out for being drunk, but Vegas is drunk today. We've been talking about that this is going to be a game of inches. This is going to be, in my opinion, a low-scoring game. Vegas has this over-under at 44.5, which to me seems incredibly high.
Yeah, go home, Vegas. Drunk.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you need to make a quick buck, my God, bet the under for today. And Johnny, you know me, I love my overs, and I am a pro-over person. But today I am going unders because there is no reason to go overs in this game at 44.5. Eagles opened up the line.
Underdog is here.
It is true. And speaking of underdogs, the Broncos are underdogs today by 4.5 points, at least in the book that I'm looking at. We opened up at 5.5, so it did actually go down a whole point. So that's okay. But again, 4.5 is a nice number because the Broncos are going to win. And they're going to win by more than 4.5. So if you're looking for a nice little parlay, if you can, on same game, if your book allows that, roll with a under and a Bronco cover today. It's going to be good.
All right. So now we each make our predictions. Pick the over, pick the under. Do the Broncos win? Do they cover the spread? And what is the final score? Michael, go.
As much as I want to agree with Jay, and as much as I want to sit there and take the under, I'm going to take the over today.
Woo! Bold move, Cotton.
Hang on.
Bold move.
I'll take the over today.
It's over. Oh, my God.
All right. So do the Broncos win? Do they cover the spread? And what is the final score?
I think the Broncos win. They'll cover the spread. I think it's going to be I'm hoping we break 30 for the first time this season. So I think it goes 30-27.
Woo!
57 points.
Good on.
Woo!
That's what I'm hoping.
My gosh.
All right, Jay, send it, bud.
All right. Well, I already, foreshadowed. I am definitely going under on that 44.5. Broncos will be covering because I do have a Bronco dub coming here, shocking the world, giving the champs their first loss. I'm going Denver 21, Philadelphia 13.
Woo! All right. Okay. All right. You literally stole my almost stole my score. Almost. All right. I'm taking the under. Yep. I'm taking the under. Broncos win, Broncos cover, and the final score of 21-14.
Ooh, that extra point.
Dude, I've had that all week. That has been my score for the week. 21-14. Denver Broncos win. Okay, guys, let's get ready. Let's get shiped, baby. It's time. It's time for us to get shiped right before the game. We got 5 minutes before kickoff. Shy Vargas, take us away.
All right, Broncos country. I think we're going to beat the Eagles. I think we're going to come out, fire off cylinder tomorrow. I think what we saw from last week, we just need to beat them. We just need to stop the tush push. And we need to put this all together. But you see this. And you know what? I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to come out. We're coming for you, Jay Hunts. We're coming for you. We're about to beat up on these boys. We're gonna buck them off like what we did to the Bengals. The Eagles not looking good. We coming to shock the world, or we coming to hurt them. I'm not playing for life. Broncos road to victory.
Woo!
Let's go, baby.
Oh yeah.
Get Shyped with Shy Vargas, baby. He always gets me so pumped. Love you, Shy.
He
Appreciate
delivers.
you, brother. D-Rock says, Shy! Love it. Dave Glassman, Denver +4, Knicks 200+, Dobbins +60, Knicks 20+, Harvey over 44.5 rushing and reception, AJ under 58.5, Barkley under 83.5, Lutz over 6.5.
Dang.
Dude, that's a $10 for 1,300 right there. That's what that is.
Hell of a parlay you got there, bud.
That's one hell of a parlay bet. All right, guys, we're going to get ready to roll out of here for kickoff. But hey, if you have not already, or if this is your first time here, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Find us on YouTube. Check out the QR code. It's right there. Go on over to YouTube. Subscribe. Get in that running for that Bo Nix jersey. Also follow us on Facebook and on X. Guys, we will be back right after the game for the Fuck Your Feelings post-game show. All three of us, by the way, will be on that one too. So let's go Broncos! Beat the Eagles! Love y'all! We'll see you after the game!
Here comes the thunder. Feel that quake in Broncos country. We're never afraid to take